kind of a unique draft, right? With less picks, but I know those were picks well spent. Do you get to reflect a little bit right now on what you got by the Brober Holloway moves? And it's costing you now, but I'm sure you'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I know we could turn those players into those picks again if we wanted to, so it looks like good value. But it's funny in our business, you just sort of do your job and then the next day you move on to the next task. And we do a lot of reflecting on how to get better, but we don't do a lot of reflecting on, things like that. You just sort of do your job, move forward, and we're excited those guys are part of our group, and we're going to have to find a way to add new young players, knowing that we don't have those 2 picks.
How much did it expedite the transition you guys are in as a franchise?
Yeah, we talked about it internally. Someone said probably 3 or 4 years. It just put us ahead. Just adding 2 more players to if the Robert Thomas is the oldest guy, then you have Jake Neighbors, you have Hofer, you have the Snuggerud in that group now. You had Holloway, Broberg. There's just a number. I'm probably missing a few guys there too. Just a number of guys that we can build around, and those 2 guys are right into that group.
Hofer is a restricted free agent. Is there any concern there with him being targeted?
I don't see it myself. We have an abundance of cap space. Unfortunately, as I mentioned at the end of the year, it doesn't look like Torrey Krug will participate again next year. I talked to him today. He's doing well, but not in any way, shape, or form ready to play hockey. So we have that LTI space we can use now or use in the summer. So we have a lot of cap space. Joel wants to be here. He's excited about being part of our group, and we'll get something done in due course with him. Offer sheets are part of the game. Obviously, I know that very well. We did it last year. But I don't see any team looking at the Blues saying there's any realistic way to get Joel Hofer unless they overpay to the extent where the draft pick compensation is something we would consider.
It's a challenge for you to kind of reset the roster. Every year you want to change it up a little bit, but a lot of your spots are already kind of taken. How do you guys balance that right now?
Well, we're excited because the season ended strong, and so we're excited to have those guys come back. If it had ended poorly and all the guys were coming back, then we'd be in deep trouble. Okay. So there's some things that we can build around. I think Jim Montgomery's excited to get a training camp under his belt, get these guys up and running. We are, this is the manager's job. Is the coach sees it half full, I see it half empty. We can't expect that the momentum and the feel we had at the last 25 games last year will transfer to this year. We're going to have to create our own momentum. We're going to have to create our own version of the St. Louis Blues, and I hope we left the players with that message that everything's not going to be the same when we come back, even if it's the same players. The dynamics change around our team. The dynamics change around the league. So we're going to have to create what we had last year, and I'm excited with Monty having a full training camp to start that process.
Is the 19th overall pick, is that kind of no man's land in terms of figuring out what's going to be there? Is that really hard to gauge?
Yeah. The 32 picks and 19, it's in that area. The good thing, and I'm fortunate to be part of an organization that's accustomed to picking there. I have a lot of faith in our scouts. They're going to find a player they have in the past, whether it's a Thomas or a Snuggerud in that area, or a Bolduc, a Neighbors. They do a very good job. It's hard. It's a long year to earn top 5 picks year in, year out, and so I'd rather be picking where we are than going through 4 or 5 years earning a top 5 pick.
You made the comment in there about not really getting a chance to defend that cup, and just to explain to folks how that just kind of hit you because you never really did.
Yeah, I think when I was watching Florida repeat, they did it under the full no COVID rules. They had to play 82 games. They had to play everyone that came their way healthy. There was no doctors taking a swab saying you can and can't play tonight, or you can and can't play for a week or two. And I felt it just hit me that we won in 19. We had put ourselves in a very good position to defend, and then we didn't have that opportunity to defend. We had the opportunity to defend in a bubble, like in a different environment, and it really hit me because what I saw what they did was to be able to defend in the same fashion that they won. And I go back to the team I worked with in Dallas that won the championship, and then the next year lost in the finals to Jersey, and it just, you know, you wish you had that opportunity to play with the rules that you won your first championship in. So it was more of a reflection than a statement on when I saw them win again. I wish we had it was the first time I really thought about the missed opportunity we had to defend.
Anything else?
Okay.
Good.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you.